Look, he got on his Eagles stuff.
Who's opening it?
He just became an Eagles fan yesterday.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Who's opening the show?
Huh?
You gonna open it?
What?
With the interns taking over?
I mean, we
can all introduce ourselves.
We live. We can introduce
ourselves.
We live.
You said y'all
Have a
introducing?
little toasty in here.
Okay.
Tell Ricardo don't be watching.
I know, he watching. You in jury duty.
You got jury duty, guy.
You should be at jury duty. What's your phone out for?
He multitasking.
I heard y'all gonna, I seen what y'all gonna talk about. Leadership qualities, right? I'm gonna make it fun, because it sounded kind of boring. I'm sorry. It's not boring, but it just sounded like, what? What are we talking about?
I'm gonna make sure I get.
Super Bowl was yesterday. Let's talk about some
Right.
leadership on
How
that.
he got on his
How he led his team. It's my brother's team, so it's cool. Other than that, I'll be like, I don't like the Patriots. So you know, everybody looks for the Eagles.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Eagles. Y'all better make me proud. That's what Ricardo said.
I'm just blunt.
He said y'all better
Don't
make me.
take me that I
Gotta
say.
make me proud.
I'm blunt. But yeah, it's that now. I'm gonna let y'all start, and I'm gonna just. I don't wanna. I think y'all.
I feel like Myson gonna take over. He was doing good last week. Look, he ready.
You about to start, y'all ready?
Welcome, everybody. This is the Leadership Blend Love 860. The interns have taken over your airwaves.
Woo, what's up, y'all?
Airwaves have been taken over by the interns. Normally, you know, we got Ricky, Ricardo, Rice. He usually
just
takes
gave
over
you a
and
new
he
name.
does the show for y'all. But he is out. We are in. That is all. That is it. We are here. We are here. We got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about, but letting the interns introduce themselves. Starting off with me. My name is Myson Craft. I'm your hostess with the mostest.
All right, my name is Ashton Merriweather.
Hey.
My name is Chamyre Hynson.
This is Charnaye Grier. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Okay.
And although I'm not an intern, this is Erica Kane. I'm just here to monitor because, you know, Ricardo has to be in charge even when he's not here. So, yeah.
Yeah, so today's topic is about leadership in the workplace. We're talking about managers. We're talking about supervisors. Qualities that you would like to see within a leader. So I'm going to start off, open the floor with you guys. What are some qualities you guys like in a leader? Like manager-wise, supervisor?
Professionalism.
Okay, professionalism. Professionalism always good.
Respect.
Respect.
That,
Respect.
A willingness to listen.
Gotta be a good listener to be a boss. Gotta be a good listener.
I think you should also being a good leader is like getting in there with your team. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever doing the work, whatever needs to be done,
Exactly.
whatever, just getting in there
Right.
with your team. And I think that makes a good leader too.
Just on that note, I feel like it's very important for a leader to be genuine. That goes with that professionalism. You can't tell your employees to do something that you yourself aren't doing.
Right.
That makes you a hypocrite, and that's when that respect comes in.
Yeah.
If it's not given, you're not going to get it. So it just shows the character of a manager when they are out there doing the work that they're preaching.
So have y'all
That's
ever been
true.
managers?
No.
Anybody?
No,
I
but we've had
haven't
some
been
bad
there.
ones.
I can agree to that.
I've had a few
You had some bad
Just
ones.
because you're in a management position doesn't mean you have leadership skills.
Right, that's the
No,
thing.
that's
true.
Yes,
really
that's the
true.
thing. It's the leadership skills. That's what it is. Because you can do your job,
Right.
but then you don't know how to lead your people.
Mhm.
That's the thing.
And
Yeah.
that's not how you keep people. You don't
Right.
keep people. You don't know how to lead them. That's true. I would say the biggest thing with a boss or a manager or anything is consistency. If you're going
Right.
to be a certain way, you need to be that way all the time.
With everybody.
I'm talking about when the camera's on, when the lights on, when the lights
Yes.
off, when the people
Yeah.
there, when corporate comes through.
Right.
I'm talking everything.
Corporate.
I need you to
Right.
be consistent. I need you to be
Right.
the same way every time I talk to you. When I talk to you in private, you need to be the same way I talk to you in public.
And I want to add on
Thank
to
you.
that.
Thank
I feel like favoritism goes into that as well because, like, some
True.
people have their favorites, like, oh, I like him better. But I feel like in the workplace, you need to treat everyone equally.
I don't agree.
You don't?
Why?
No. And I'm going to tell you why.
Talk to me.
Uh-oh.
That is true.
It's the real.
It is a little favoritism. It is a little, I say to like people who've been on the job longer like me, I like to say American Express. I'm like American Express. It has its privileges, right? So yeah, I don't believe everybody is treated the same. I have children. I don't treat any of them the same. Everybody has different personalities. So you might be able to produce more than me than she can. So I might go to you all the time because I know that this report is going to get done. Everything's going to get done. But with her, I might have to be like, come on, when is it coming? So it's not like really favoritism. It's just like as a leader, you have to understand who you can rely on for certain things. Like you might get the report done, but she might be more comfortable, putting stuff in alphabetical order or something. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give her that. But it seems like you do all the reports, all the big stuff. Oh, that's, but it's not that. It's just that that's the person that I can trust with that because I need this to get done while I'm doing this. So that's why I don't agree.
I definitely think it's seeing strengths in different people.
Yeah, strengths and
I
weaknesses.
definitely agree with what you're saying. I think for me, it's like, even though these two people have different strengths, it's like, how are you treating them both? Yeah. You just don't want someone to say, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, so I'm just going to decrease your hours.
Right,
you know
yeah, well, that's true.
An HR issue. You cannot do that.
Something like that,
and I feel like a lot of times with these, these jobs that people are in college with, some people feel like they can get away with that stuff and do that stuff because it's not corporate. It's not what some people would verify as legit because it's not with a degree, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's all about treating people how you want to be treated at the end of the day.
I think also with favoritism, like I understand what you're saying, but it's also situational based because at the same time, it's like just set hours. Like Ashton got to come in at the same time I got to come in.
Right.
And they send me home before they send her home. And she got to stay there late. It's not fair to her. But I could be cool with the guy. He might be cool with me, you know what I'm saying? He be like, hey, Myson, get out of there.
That can go both ways. She might want the hours. He know that, you know what, he ain't I gotta cut somebody, he ain't gonna mind going home, but she got 8 kids, so she want the hours.
You know what I'm saying? It do go both ways. I've been in situations where some people be like, I wanna go home.
No, wish that on me.
No, she doesn't have any kids.
No,
I just added that to her life for some reason.
Gabo.
I just know sometimes people do that. They be like, I don't wanna go home, and we are here at the same time. How you get to go home before me?
Yeah, you do have that too.
I don't have people look like that all the
time. Yes,
man.
But I mean, okay, but like, let's just keep it all the way 1,000 because I gotta play like devil. Yeah, I gotta play devil's advocate. Like y'all are saying all this feel good, great stuff, but none of you have been in management. No. So. Yeah. Even though you're saying all this great feel-good stuff, and this should be fair, you just want to be fair, when you actually get in that position, it is difficult. It is difficult even when you want to be the fairest person of all.
Okay.
It's very difficult because it's like you do end up relying on people who are reliable.
I'm a people pleaser, so I think in management, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
See, and that's not good either. You have to be stern to some people because even though I like her and I'll be like, oh my gosh, but I gotta be like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. So it's fair. You have to be fair to the business more than the person. If I would.
But as long as you're consistent, you won't have no problem. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like consistency comes into that. Like if you're a manager, you're not gonna please everybody. Some people you gonna rub some people the wrong way. You're not gonna be able to give everybody what they want. But at least your aura needs to be the same when you in the room. When you in private, they talking to you. When you on the phone, it needs to be the same every single time. Every single engagement needs to be the same. You know, it's gonna be Erica all the time, keeping it 4K.
Always.
You feel me? That's how you do it.
It's all about having a happy medium.
Yes.
Say that again.
Is it hard to keep like personal relationships and professional relationships separate?
Is it hard to keep it separate? It's not hard to keep it separate. It's hard to manage them both, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can keep my personal never goes into, like right now, I had personal stuff before I came in. It's gone.
So with your employees, like?
Because I'm in here doing the job. So it's never, oh, you mean like with my personal, like?
With your employees, like?
Like friend face, boss
So
face.
I never go out with people that I manage. like outside of
Gotcha.
work.
Okay.
But do you have their numbers? Like, do y'all?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Not with people that I manage. Like
Okay.
other people, like Ricardo and I are on the same level.
Okay.
Him and I text.
Okay.
I'll text like my managers above me, all of that. But the people who I actually work with, not really. They might follow me on social media and stuff
Okay.
like that. But we don't have a lot of interaction outside of work. Because that's what messes it up. Because when you start to know me personally, then you feel that there's certain things you can do
Right.
or say,
Right.
like, oh, I seen her do this, so I
Right.
can do this. And I've been in that situation before. That's how I know to stay away from it.
That's kind of awkward too, though, because I mean, you the boss lady, and somebody coming to you like, well, I was just eating with you the other day, like, you know, that's
Right.
why I'm late.
Right.
Right, exactly. That's right. But I learned that at a job. I took a management class, and that's why I think those are important. Is because I did have to learn that. I had to learn because I was like, y'all making a big deal. How come she cool? I want to hang out with her.
Right.
You can't hang out with her. You can't do that because and I seen it happen to somebody, and they were right. So we all went out, and one of the people that went out with us was under the other manager, and ever since the next day, it was just like nothing because we went out drinking, we was partying, so they saw them in a whole different light. So it's like, don't say nothing to me. You was getting it last night.
Look, so they bring it over the word.
Yes, so it happens like that. You have it like that, so yeah.
It's definitely important having that happy medium, like I was saying, because like you were saying, managers have their bosses too. So you gotta find a way to make everybody happy or everything fair when it comes to certain situations.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's very important that she said that the manager's actually involved with their team, like doing the work with their team. Because now it's like, you're not just sitting over here, micromanaging me. You're not breathing out my neck. You here with me. You in the trenches, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're doing this together. So when you feel like you got somebody that's in your corner, it makes you work harder and it makes you work more efficiently for the group. You know what I'm saying? That's always important. It's always important.
Me personally, that's what I would like in a boss. I don't know if they have those qualities, but
First of all, I had those qualities. No.
not to be too personal, but last week I had to go to HR on one of my managers, supervisors.
Give me the tea.
Because I felt as though he was not talking to me in a professional manner. Like he was getting kind of personal. I was like, wow, no.
So what do you call personal? Like, what did he say to make you feel?
He was using like terminology like throwing shade. I was like, okay, you a manager. Can you not be talking to me like you my home?
Right.
So, I kind of voiced my opinion on that. Like,
But some people manage like that. Like
yeah,
it's not good. But some people manage to like. Some people take different styles of management, right? So some people manage
but like
some people manage to. I'm the cool manager. Right? So I'm going to be like, yo, what's up? What y'all do last night? Some people manage like that and they think that that's cool until you meet somebody like this, right? Who's different, who doesn't appreciate it. And this is where the difference come in.
Because I'm afraid because I feel like if I say something, he's going
right.
And I'm like,
right. He
like,
might
what
feel
you do
like,
last night? That's a personal question.
Right.
It's my business.
And this is what I'm saying, why you got to treat. So, like, he can say, Myson, yo, what up? He can do that. But with her, he probably have to be like, how are you this morning? And this stuff like, so you have to adjust. That's what I mean by management. You have to adjust. It's not him treating him better than her, but it's just what she prefers versus what he prefers. That's all that is.
I have a question though. What about, like, say you're on an interview and the manager gives you a heads up, like, oh, there are some catty people that work here. Like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's unprofessional, or do you think that's a good thing that she's, like, letting you know, like, there are people in the workplace that are catty?
I'm going to say something. I don't want to get jumped because I know it's all I'm going to say it anyway because I know brothers out there thinking the same thing I'm thinking. When I hear the word catty, and I've heard catty before in the workplace, they be like, man, it's really catty and it's real gossipy. Usually has something to do with females. Usually. I'm not going to say all. I'm not crazy. I'm not jumping on. Usually has something to do with females. So when it's catty and it's gossipy like that, you just got to know what you're getting yourself into. You just got to adjust. When you get in a situation like that, you got to be like, okay, well, he told me peep game, so, I already know what they're going to be talking about. I already know they're going to be on me like, oh, what you say? Oh, who you said that to? People eavesdropping like, who you talking about? Or they'll be like, oh, do you like this person? You like this person you working with? and then you say what you really think, and then they take that, run with it. You just gotta know who you're talking to. Yeah, it's all. It's all. Ain't nothing you can't handle.
Keep it personal, keep it professional.
Yep, keep them separate. Yep, keep them separate all the time. I was also gonna ask you guys about this. I have an example of my job. What do you guys think about coworkers that, like a manager that is actually dating somebody that's an employee, and like, okay, I give you an example.
That's a no, y'all.
I give you an example. I got a manager, and his girlfriend is on the same level as me. Me and her on the same level.
One level.
Yeah, that's one level below. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He the manager, so he talks to her and gets like his personality. That's why I was already talking about consistency early. His personality is different. His personality is different when she come around. When she come around, it's like he gotta assert himself, assert his authority, and talk to everybody, boss everybody around. When she leave, it's fun. It's hot fries and Kool-Aid. It's different. I don't know.
So we gonna answer that when we come back from break.
Yeah, don't forget, call the number, call us up, hit us up. Love 860 AM, that's 404-355-8699. We out. Internships taking over your interns taking over your airways.
What's up, viewers?
I said that bad, boy. I ripped it up. I had a tongue thing, man.
You should make the number again slower when we come back.
Tell them, interns got that tongue back.
Yeah,
they got that tongue back.
Oh my God.
They really gonna be calling in like,
oh no, I don't want that.
got the sunset coming out.
Anybody trying to buy me?
How y'all liking it so far? Y'all having fun?
Yeah.
I see y'all. Y'all look like y'all having fun. That's good.
I do this. The Eagles just won the Super Bowl.
We gotta talk about that too.
No,
Like, just being like,
you got it.
no, I mean, I feel like
y'all doing good.
it was just something like
I read the topic and I was like, what?
yeah, it sound bad, but it was just like, I was like, bring your own
Y'all
stories and make it
personalities
funny.
are making it great.
Y'all, I had to go to HR on buddy. I hope ain't nobody looking.
For real?
No names on mine. I ain't saying no names.
What do you do?
I ain't saying no names.
Don't say no names. You can explain it.
What do
she
you do
not
though?
saying no
Like,
names.
what do you
She
do?
just
You say through shade? What do you say?
He just.
She just didn't like whatever he was saying.
No, like
Let's
he
talk about it
messes
offline.
up the schedule. So I come to him about it. And he
No, it's
don't
good.
be
It's behind the
annoying.
scenes.
Mhm.
You're not gonna see this one.
Keep emailing me, and I'm like, you're a manager. Could you not be saying I'm being annoying? Like that's.
He called you annoying?
He said I was annoying by emailing him
About the schedule.
About the schedule?
So I was like,
Oh, that's
okay.
your job.
And
It's your job is the schedule.
yeah, and then now I don't be like, hey, personally.
Right.
Okay,
I be
now-
like, oh, so you throwing shade? And I'm like, all right.
No, I heard through the grapevine that you.
We not about to get catty.
Right.
Catty.
We're not about to do that here.
I
gonna
can
get
go into
catty.
more detail, but
That ain't right.
That's on the surface.
That ain't right.
Right, that's terrible.
That's why I keep
But
saying you got to be the same person. I see it.
But you know what?
Right.
And that's the thing, with men and women working in the workplace together, when some people can't control themselves, they see nice looking women. Same thing with women. They see nice looking men. They gotta go get that. They gotta go. They can't even keep themselves professional.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back. Love 860 AM, the Leadership Blend. We are back. The interns have taken over your airwaves. Everybody say hello.
What's up?
And we're back. We were talking earlier about managers, supervisors, and qualities that you would like to see in a manager, supervisor from a leadership standpoint. We was talking about that. I recently gave an example of a situation about managers being in a relationship with employees. I got a manager. His girlfriend is same level as me, and when he comes around and she's around, he's very, very demonstrative. That's a big word. He comes over, he starts pointing, he starts, bossing everybody
So
around.
he's trying to show out,
Yeah,
basically.
he's trying to assert his dominance. He don't want anybody coming around her, but he like bossing all of us around when she's around. But as soon as she leave, like I said, it's hot fries and Kool-Aid. He want to turn the radio on. He want to say, hey, what y'all doing tonight? What we doing? We playing some games. All that kind of stuff. That's why I don't like that. And I just want to ask y'all, how y'all feel about relationships in the workplace?
I thought that was illegal.
Right.
I thought,
She
not
said
illegal. Not illegal. I thought that, like, normally in the workplace, that's like, you're not supposed to date under you.
What is it?
Like you're not supposed to date your subordinate, right? That's what it is. It's like you can date on your level, but you can't date under your level. So that shouldn't even be allowed. I know a lot of work, when I worked, that's what it was. It's like managers couldn't date, people that were under them. They can only date like other managers or something like that, because that does bring an HR issue, because people are going to be like, oh, that's his girlfriend. That's why she got the supervisor position. Or that's why she's doing these extra hours, because that's his girlfriend. Yeah, so that's where the favoritism comes in. So there are certain guidelines and rules that shouldn't happen. That's what I believe, but, I don't know.
I just feel like it's not.
You work somewhere ratchet.
Look, don't tell us. Don't tell us.
I want y'all to come to my job.
I just feel like it's not good to mix business with pleasure, because just like how Erica explained it, it's going to create a lot of gossip. Like, oh, how'd she get that position? I saw them talking, and it don't even be like that. People like to stir up drama just because. So.
That's true.
And that's where it comes in too. It's like a woman and a man can't even be friends. Like, a lot of times, that's just what it is. But rumors get to start it, and then it's chaos in the workplace. My thoughts on relationships in the workplace is, I feel like if you say it's not allowed with subordinates, it's kind of like not equal, you know what I'm saying? It's an inequality, and saying that they can date on their level. I just think, I know it's dependent on that company's HR, but I just say throw it out altogether. Like, just don't do it.
I don't think that, because you can meet some good people at work, okay? You might meet your husband at work, girl. Don't you know what I'm saying? We might be, then you like, boo, you're going to have to find you another job because I like this one, so you find you another. I don't think that you shouldn't date in the workplace. I just think that it might not be a great idea to date. I just think you have to be mindful, and you have to be respectful and things like that to date in a workplace. Y'all have to be. Some people, but not even that. Some people date and you never know.
Right, but that's
know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just like that's what it is.
But don't you guys think it would be awkward, seeing that person all day at work, then you gotta come home?
Well, they might work a different shift.
Some people like that. Me, it wore me to death. But some people like.
Plus, if you got them policies that Erica was talking about, y'all might come in there like y'all told strangers. Just throw everybody off. And a lot of people do that. They come in, you'll never know they was together. Like, you'll have no idea, and then they meet up after that.
Yeah.
It's always different. It's always different.
Yeah.
It's always different.
So my question is, how do you know they're dating? Do they publicly say it, or that's just your speculation?
Well, in my particular situation, everybody know they date. Like, they don't hide it. It's out there. Because he the boss, he like, what?
That's my chick. Don't look at my chick.
Like, I don't even know why you over there.
Right. See her little skirt she got on? Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay. That's inappropriate.
Yep, pretty much.
HR.
Does anything happen with customers trying to talk to?
There's been a few situations where customers have came up and talked to her, and he's got the the little arms folded, and he's just got the little glare and a little scowl, and I just walk up,
you turning away money now.
I'm goofy. I be walking. I be like,
that's what I think. Y'all should call in.
Y'all definitely gotta call in and tell us what y'all think about relationships in the workplace. Yes. The number is 404-355-8699.
Okay, he said it slower that time.
I did not mess it up.
I don't think I can, I can't particularly. I'm not going to say I can't, because you never know.
Yeah.
But it's not likely for me to date somebody in the workplace just because I like to miss people.
Right.
So it's like when I'm not with you all day, it's like a treat. And then it's like, oh, I see, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Opposed to, I just was with you at break, and we did lunch together, and we went on our second break together. Now we're at home. What you want to watch? I don't know what you want to watch.
You working the third shift,
right?
Shift.
Yeah, or maybe we can work 2 different shifts or whatever. But then it's like then you end up talking about your work, right?
Yeah.
Then you be like, oh, Debbie, and you know what I'm saying, upstairs in HR, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then it's the same, instead of you having 2 different types of things to talk about, we could definitely talk about work, but my work is different than yours, so yours might be a little exciting, mine's different. Right. So, I don't know, it just depends on the person.
Yeah, and when you usually come home after a long day of work, you want to relax and relieve that stress. Y'all both gonna be high out stress at the same time. You go home, you talking to your man, you just like, telling him all this stuff, and he just was like, yeah, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. That ain't nothing, don't worry about it.
Y'all work
Then
in
he
the same
gonna
place.
tell you what's going on over there.
And then
And,
it's like, oh, sorry.
No, you did.
And then it's like y'all wake up at the same time, like leaving out at the same time. Like
Y'all might
that
as well
just
carpool.
I
Save some money. Save some money.
That's like the worst. That's the worst thing to come home and you be like, oh, you won't believe that. Oh, you won't believe that. We had the same.
We had the same day,
Maybe
babe.
if it's different departments,
Nothing to
it's
talk
different.
about.
Different
Yeah,
departments,
yeah.
it'd probably be a lot better. A lot better. You probably have different things to talk about.
Hopefully y'all work somewhere big, not like a small corporation where there's only
Mm-hmm.
two departments.
Right. That's what it is. Like when you work at those small places, that's even worse. Cause it's like I see him all day.
Yep.
oh
Yep.
my god.
In the beginning, it's good. Like when you first dating in the beginning, you see him all day. You're like, oh my gosh, I see him all day. I get it. But when y'all start like getting really into the relationship, you're just like, I see him all day.
Oh, I was gonna also ask. I know the topic was brought up earlier. Managers should show respect to their employees. Now, I've talked to managers before, and they say, respect. It's not just given to you just because you work with me. You gotta earn it.
That's
But
how
I've
we
also
do it.
taught. I've also taught the employees like you should just respect me as a person, as
Right.
a human being.
Right.
So it's always been like I've heard both sides, and I just want to pick your brain since you a manager. What do you think about that?
I don't think any manager should say that you have to earn respect. Like me, it's opposite with me.
Okay.
Like you can get it taken away. So it's like I treat everybody the same. Like you said, be 100. So I respect
Yeah, first.
everybody. I'm gonna talk to everybody the same. I'm gonna do everything. Now, depending on how you are, I might take some of that away because what I don't do is I don't hold people. It's like being in a bad relationship. You know, when you come out of a bad relationship and then you go to the next one and you be like, oh, that guy. Oh, you don't want to
Like
do
my
that.
ex.
Yeah, you don't want to bring bad stuff in. So I go into every relationship brand new.
Okay.
I don't have nothing against anybody
All the way
here.
100.
So right, all the way 100. So I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm gonna be very this. I'm gonna do. But depending on what you do, I'm gonna be like, okay, let me take this back
Yeah.
and insert this.
Oh, you
Because
lying?
this person needs this and not
Privacy.
this. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I adjust. I adjust once I meet the person and we start interacting more. Then I adjust. But in the beginning, I treat everybody the same.
Okay. Do you think it's okay for some managers to do that though? To be like, you need to earn your respect. Like I shouldn't have to just give it to you off the cuff like that. Do you think
From the
that's right?
beginning.
Do you
I don't
that's
think it's right. I think the problem with some management places is training. Honestly, because a lot of places, like you can be on your job for 5 years and they love you and they're like, we want to do something. Let's promote him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been here. We know we're going to rely on him. Got it. You can do your job. They promote you, but you don't have any skills to, like we was talking about earlier, leading the people or leading your team. You just know how to do your job. You do it very well. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know how to get Erica to help you do your
The
job.
communication.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to talk to me or talk to people or lead people. You get frustrated like, I'm the manager, you should just do what I say. So I think a lot of times it's with training. Like I know with my management, I had several classes. So you have to take and people got to remember in workplaces, like you have young people managing older people.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I took a class on that. How to manage people older than you and younger than you.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you have, like my mother is 65, you can't tell her nothing. Okay? You have people like that. My mother's 65, she's been in Star Magazine, she's done things, right? So it's like, for you 25, you gonna come in here and tell me how to, I type 100 words a minute, honey. You not telling me nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you have to know how to get her to produce for you. Because I've even had my mother tell, me and my mom have worked in the same workplace. I've had my mother tell another manager, you can't manage me. So you get away from me because you can't manage me. Somebody else can manage me. So you have those things. Yeah, so you have to know what to say and how to de-escalate that and how to let my mom be managed by you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it has to happen.
Yeah, because it's
Y'all should
always.
check out Ricardo's book. That might be something that he has in the book, the leadership qualities on how to manage. Because a lot of managers lack that.
And it's, the book's called Calculated Conflict.
Yes.
Calculated Conflict. It'll
Pre-sale.
be out February
15th.
15 for
Yeah.
pre-sales.
Definitely
It's
go
on
cop
pre-sale
that.
right now. Go to Amazon, only $12.99.
Definitely cop
Look,
that.
we promote and we promote. Shout out to
$12.99.
Ricardo.
Y'all probably spent that on burger or something like that. Everybody need to be reading nowadays anyway. Get some knowledge.
Learn how to be a leader. Learn
Use
how
more
to be
big
a
words
leader.
like demonstrative.
Y'all look that up. All right, look, call in 404-355-8699. We want to hear what you think about leadership, okay? We're also going to come back with some more leadership things as far as the workplace is concerned. And, of course, Super Bowl, baby. We're going to get that into
I'll
that.
talk about my Eagles that just won yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Keep it locked right here.
I like when people say keep it long.
I'm sorry. I come from a hip-hop
No, I
radio.
love when-
Hey,
I love when people say that.
Oh.
No, I love when people
Comment,
say that. I
let
say
us
you
know
used
what
to
you
hear that
think
all the time, like,
I
about the
lost
leadership
my train
win.
of thought, me and Round,
It's okay.
and I looked at her
Wait,
and I
am
was
I
like,
on IG or
I gotta
Facebook?
throw it back. 'Cause I lost it. Like,
I think we're
had
gonna
it
get
and
on.
That's good.
She
I
was
think
talking
we're
and
gonna
I lost
get
it. I was like,
on.
Oh, it
No,
didn't look like you lost anything.
But that's good. That's what you do. Yep.